Wow, the most number of tickets booked in 24 hours in the history of Indian cinema. And confident that the film would be met with a lot of excitement. And we knew that when the bookings opened, there will be really good bookings happening and all. But what has happened over the past one day is way beyond anything that we ever expected. We didn't expect this to be like an all India record and all that.
3 things to impress your wife.
Now it's Empuraan.
Okay.
Currently, as of today, for me it is very impressive, very easy to impress my wife. I just need to turn up at home.
Okay.
Because that will be very shocking for her. Yeah.
So 3 things to hide from your wife.
My God, this is something else. You are going.
Because Fahad, why should I ask me to turn that side again?
ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കഫേ ഉള്ളപ്പോൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഒരു വിഷയമേ അല്ല. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് കഫേ പ്രസൻസ് യു ദ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്. വി പ്രസന്റ് യു ദ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്. വാട്സ്ആപ്പ് now 9633888575.
സോ കുട്ടിക്കാലം മുതലേ ലാലേട്ടൻ്റെ പടങ്ങൾ കണ്ടു വളർന്ന എനിക്ക് ഇത് ശരിക്കും ഒരു സ്വപ്ന സാക്ഷാത്കാരമാണ്. വളരെ വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് മീറ്റിംഗ് ലാലേട്ടൻ ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ വൺ ഓഫ് ദ ഗ്രേറ്റ് ഫൈനസ്റ്റ് ആക്ടേഴ്സ് പൃഥ്വിരാജ് സർ.
Thank you.
ആൻഡ് കാർത്തിക്, എ വെരി ഹാർട്ടി വെൽക്കം ടു യു. ഇതുവരെയ്ക്കും മാത്രമേ മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ബാക്കിയുള്ളതെല്ലാം തെലുങ്കിൽ തന്നെ. ఓకే, సో ప్రేక్షకులు నమస్కారం. మనం పరిచయం అక్కర్లేనటువంటి పేరు, మలయాళం అయినా, తెలుగు అయినా, కన్నడ అయినా, తమిళ అయినా, అసలు సినిమాని ప్రేమించేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడున్నా సరే అందరికీ చాలా ఇష్టమైనటువంటి యాక్టర్ పద్మభూషణ్ లెఫ్టినెంట్ కర్నల్ మోహన్ లాల్ గారిని ఈరోజు మనం కలుసుకోబోతున్నాము. అండ్ అలాగే వారితో పాటుగానే యాక్టర్, డైరెక్టర్, ప్రొడ్యూసర్, మేబీ వదిలేస్తే యాంకర్ కూడా అయిపోతారు ఆయన. హీ ఈజ్ నన్ అదర్ దెన్ పృథ్వీరాజ్ గారు. మనము L2 ఎంబ్రాన్ సినిమాకి సంబంధించి వారిద్దరిని అండ్ ఆల్సో కార్తిక్ని కూడా ఇవాళ కలుస్తూ ఉన్నాము. అతి త్వరలోనే అంటే మార్చ్ 27న విడుదలవ్వబోతున్నటువంటి ఈ సినిమా విశేషాలతో మనతో పాటు వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. వెరీ వెరీ హార్టీ వెల్కమ్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఆల్.
Thank you so much.
సో రియలీ ఎక్సైటెడ్. నాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. లూసిఫర్ 1ని చూసి చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఇష్టపడినటువంటి మాకు L2 ఎంబరాన్ కోసం మేము ఎదురు చూస్తూ ఉన్నాము. అండ్ నిన్ననే బుకింగ్స్ ఓపెన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఆల్మోస్ట్ సర్వర్స్ అన్నీ క్రాష్ అయ్యాయి అని తెలిసింది. ద ఫాస్టెస్ట్ బుకింగ్ దట్ హ్యాపెండ్ ఇన్ 24 hours. హార్టీ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు యు ఆల్.
Thank you.
సో డిడ్ యు ఆల్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ దిస్, పృథ్వీ సార్?
No. I mean, we were confident that the film would be met with a lot of excitement, and we knew that when the bookings opened there will be really good bookings happening and all. But what has happened over the past one day is way beyond anything that we ever expected. We didn't expect this to be like an all India record and all that. But we are very humbled, and we are really happy. And we really hope and pray that we meet all this excitement and anticipation on the 27th.
ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్. ఎందుకంటే లూసిఫర్ 1 సినిమా చూసినటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎంత బాగా టేకింగ్ అండ్ మేకింగ్ని అలాగే పర్ఫార్మెన్సెస్ని లైక్ చేశారో అంతకు మించినటువంటి ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్తో ట్రైలర్ని చూసినప్పటి నుంచి మేము అందరం వెయిట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. మార్చ్ 27th ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది సినిమా, ఎప్పుడు చూస్తాము అని. అండ్ లాల్ సార్, I'm such a happy moment. I'm in awe of seeing you. This is a dream or a reality is what I am just thinking. Lal sir, when Prithvi sir is already a renowned actor, when he came and said that he is going to direct a movie, meeku direct cheyabothunaru అని చెప్పినప్పుడు మీ instant reaction ఏంటి?
Before that, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So short on March 22nd. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Indeed a happy birthday for me. Always to remember and cherish.
Definitely, because Anthony only asked me to hear the story, and definitely when I hear the story, it is something very different. And the way he narrated, and he told me this is the way he is going to make the film. That is something very different. Nobody, because the entire film was there in his narration. That too different from a normal film making. And I know about Prithviraj, more than an actor, he is also a very good director, because he knows about films. He watches films. He is more of he study films.
Okay.
So it is in his hands. We were very sure that that film will be safer in his hands, and he proved it also.
Yes.
That is how. Then after that, Bro Daddy came. That in the midst of COVID, we made that film. We shot the film in Hyderabad, and after that, we are supposed to shoot Empuraan after Lucifer, but in between COVID came and we are not supposed to shoot there.
Okay.
We couldn't get the time, because this kind of film needs a lot of preparation. So Prithvi, I think for the last 1 year he is not acting also, like he was completely into this, immersed in this Empuraan making. And 27th is coming, and we don't know what is expectation of the people now, because it is beyond our expectation. It has gone.
Exactly, yeah. And Lal sir, during COVID times, Telugu people and people across the world consumed a lot of world cinema. ఆ టైంలో చాలా ఎక్కువగా తెలుగు వాళ్ళు మలయాళం సినిమాని చాలా ఎక్కువ వాచ్ చేశారు. సో ఈ సినిమా ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇప్పటివరకు మేము మలయాళం సినిమాని ఓటీటీస్లో వాచ్ చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చాము. ఇస్ దిస్ గోయింగ్ టు బీ లైక్ అ పాత్ బ్రేకింగ్ ఫిల్మ్ ఫర్ మలయాళం ఫిల్మ్స్ ఇంటూ పాన్ ఇండియన్ ఫిల్మ్స్?
Yeah, definitely, because during the time of COVID, we have done a couple of films, and especially Drishyam 2.
Drishyam, yes.
That gave a very big opening to the Malayalam film industry.
Yes.
After watching Drishyam 2, they started watching Drishyam 1,
Yeah.
and after that, many films. And I'm not able to say this is going to be a landmark film or something like. We created something which can bring our efforts from Malayalam industry, and we can showcase this film as one of the best films from Malayalam. So we can also create big films.
Yeah.
So it is like a what you can call, this is an attempt. We have done so many films, but that time that pan-Indian concept was not there. Like long back, I did a film called Kalapani, or we did the first co-production called Vanaprastham. So many films we tried, but that time this is kind of OTT or this kind of dubbing to different languages was not that easy.
Yeah.
But now things have changed. If a Malayalam film, if you produce a Malayalam film, it can be dubbed in maybe in 1,000 languages,
Yeah, yeah.
whichever language you choose. So this is an attempt, and I think people will accept this.
ఓకే, ఎవరైనా ఏదైనా సినిమా షూటింగ్ మొదలు పెట్టినప్పుడు ఒక చిన్న మ్యాప్ వేస్తారు. మీరేంటి వరల్డ్ మ్యాప్ వేసేసారు?
No, I'm assuming I understood the question. You're talking about the locations of the film.
Yes. Almost you have covered many places.
So when we finished writing the film, I knew that the biggest challenge regarding setting up the project is going to be how to design the shoot of the film. And I was very particular that I'm not going to make this a studio film. I'm not a filmmaker who particularly enjoys shooting against green mats and all that, unless it's a film that demands to be shot like that. So this particular film, much like part 1, I wanted to try and capture everything in real. So that meant one of the biggest challenges would be to find the locations, because the story narration is such that it is spread across the world, as you would have seen in the trailer.
Yes.
There are locations that we haven't even shown in the trailer that you will see in the film. It took my team and myself about 2 years to finalize the locations of the film, because we would travel around the world. We would spot a place that we think will work for us, then we will go talk to the local authorities, then we will apply for permission, and then through the permission process it will take about 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then they will realize that, oh, we are shooting a big explosion there, and then they say, no, you can't, and they'll say the explosion will have to be CGI, and I am like, no, I want to shoot the explosion.
Going all the way again for a CGI is not working.
Yeah, I want to shoot the explosion for real. Then again, I mean, there was a scene, like, say for example, I wanted to shut down one entire tube line in London, the Waterloo and City line, and to shoot a sequence in Bank Station. So initially the people said it's impossible, but then my team and we went and met the Transport Council in London directly, and first they agreed. So then through the process they realized that the nature of the scene that I want to shoot there is slightly sensitive. So then the permission got denied. Then there was a huge process. So like this, that took almost 2 years. Finally, it all came through. But when it did come through, it was like it was spread across. Say we went to the US to shoot. So usually when a film goes to the US to shoot, you carry a mini unit and maybe shoot in one city, at best maybe 2 cities. I don't know. I mean, unless it's like a very, very big Telugu film or something. But we shot across six places in the US. Wow. You know, we shot in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, then we went to Gilman Tunnels, then we went to Yuma Sands, then New Orleans, New York, New Jersey, Arizona. So, and it was not a small. Yeah, it was not a small unit. It was like a pretty big unit. So the logistical challenge was very, very big. But full marks to Sir actually. Sir is the one who gave us the confidence to go all out for it. And I cannot thank my producer Anthony Perumbavoor enough, because never once did he even ask me a question about should we really go to so many places, should we, there was a particular way I wanted to make this film and that's exactly how I made the film.
కార్తిక్, నువ్వు సల్లార్లో చేసినప్పుడు పృథ్వీ గారేమో యాక్టర్ కదా, మరి ఇప్పుడు పృథ్వీ గారేమో డైరెక్టర్, డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి?
So basically,
But Salah, we never worked together, no?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, but you never even got to see his scenes when he was acting or anything?
No,
లేదు
no, no.
చూడలేదు.
Actually,
ఆయన
ఏంటంటే-
చిన్నప్పుడు కాబట్టి నువ్వు ఎలా కలుస్తావు?
అది పాయింట్ ప్లస్ మా షూట్ అనేది లాస్ట్ షెడ్యూల్ అయింది అక్క.
ఓకే.
సో అప్పటికి సార్ వాళ్ళు మాక్సిమం షూట్ అయిపోయింది. సో నేను ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ కూడా చేయలేదు కనీసం సార్ని కలుస్తా అని. అది అలా కుదిరి ఎంపురాన్లో కుదిరింది. అండ్ దట్ టు సార్ అంత గ్రేట్ పర్ఫార్మర్ నాకు మనందరికి తెలుసు. అండ్ ఆయన డైరెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు వచ్చి నేను సార్ ఇలా చేయొచ్చా అంటే సార్ వచ్చి ఇలా చేయంటే అప్పుడు సార్కి తెలియదు, బట్ నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాను అనుకుంటారు కానీ ఆ ఫీల్ వచ్చేది. అంత పెద్ద పర్ఫార్మర్ మన కోసం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు ఒక సీన్ ఆయన పర్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తూ అంటే అది. సో ఐ గాట్ టు విట్నెస్ బోత్ పర్ఫార్మర్ అండ్ డైరెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ పృథ్వీ సార్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం.
ఓకే. పృథ్వీ గారు, మీరు ఇప్పుడు యాక్టింగ్కి కొంచెం టైం తీసుకొని యాక్టింగ్ నుంచి టైం తీసుకొని డైరెక్షన్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు కదా, ఐ యు నాట్ మిస్సింగ్?
All I want to do with life is be involved with cinema.
Okay.
So I mean, and that's the only thing I know also.
Okay.
I'm not a graduate. I have no educational qualification.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, if tomorrow nobody's going to give me a job anywhere because I'm not qualified to do anything actually. So all I know is cinema, and all I want to do is cinema. And if it's acting, directing, producing, whatever, maybe tomorrow I'll cinematograph a film. I don't know, whatever. So that's all that I want to do. I'm primarily an actor. If you ask me to pick one craft that I enjoy the most, it is acting.
Okay.
But I'll always once in a while direct a film.
ఓకే. సో మోహన్ లాల్ గారు, మీరు పృథ్వీ గారిని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు యాజ్ అ డైరెక్టర్ డిసిప్లినరీనా లేకపోతే కొంచెం పర్వాలేదా, ఈజీ గోయింగా? హౌ ఇస్ హీ?
Not easy going.
నాట్ ఈజీ గోయింగ్.
That is, it will show in the film. He is very strict, and whatever he wants, he'll achieve it.
ఓకే.
That is the quality of a director. Unnecessarily, he won't ask anything. So many people, I'm not mentioning any particular person, they'll ask for so many things, and it should be in the film also. Right? Whatever we spend on the film, it should show on the film.
Yeah.
And the way he construct the scene, the way he shoot the scene is entirely different. So he knows the craft very well.
Okay.
So he's a very serious director, and that is why he said he only knows cinema. Okay, whatever, but he is a very strict director, and it will definitely show on the show. But otherwise, he is very cordial and jolly. That kind of josh he has got. But when it comes to the work, he is very strict and very serious. But he'll put it in another format. Like, you won't feel that, oh, this man is giving a big nose to us. Nothing. He was very cool, and but he'll extract what he wants from us.
లాల్ గారి సినిమాలు ఇన్ని చూసి పెరిగారు కదా, మీకు ఇష్టమైనటువంటి మోహన్ లాల్ గారి సినిమాలు అని అడిగితే ఏది చెప్తారు?
It's impossible to pick one. I'm sure you're aware of his filmography.
Yes.
How can you pick one?
Oh my God! If you ask me, I have to pick at least 10 or 12 or I don't know.
Well, my ambition in life is to reach a place where somebody is not able to pick one film of mine because there's so many good films. He's done some of the most iconic films in Indian cinema.
Yeah.
It's impossible to pick one of his.
మోహన్లాల్ గారు, మీరు ఇన్ని క్యారెక్టర్స్ చేసేసారు, 400 పైన సినిమాలు చేశారు, మీరు రాజు అయితే రాజు, లీడర్ అయితే లీడర్, మాంక్ అయితే మాంక్, ఇన్ని చేసేసారు. ఇస్ దేర్ ఎనీథింగ్ స్టిల్ దేర్ దట్ ఇది నాకు చేయాలని ఉంది ఇంకా అనేది ఏమైనా ఉందా?
I don't know, like this is something, I don't do a postmortem like or something. This is a blessing, like for an actor to get roles like this is a blessing. So I had that kind of blessing from the directors. We have great directors, writers. So when I entered into the film, that was a golden era. They call it as a golden era, but still it is a golden era for us. But that kind of films happened in that era, like directors like Bharathan, Padmarajan, Aravindan, I.V. Shashi. So I had the chance of working with those people, and like M.T. Vasudevan Nair, Lohitadas. So those characters only made me. So I was blessed with that characters. That is why I have done so many characters, as you said. That is again a blessing for an actor.
Yeah. It's a blessing for audience also. We love to watch you.
100%.
అండ్ అలాగే ఈ సినిమాని ఎన్ని లొకేషన్స్లో షూట్ చేశారో అలాగే ఈ సినిమా కాస్ట్ కూడా అంతే పెద్దది. సో హౌ మెనీ వర్కింగ్ డేస్, స్కెడ్యూల్స్, దేర్ డేట్స్, హౌ కుడ్ యూ ఆల్ మేనేజ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్? It must have been
that's why I said the logistical side of the project was what was most challenging, because we had to shoot in so many places and sort of maneuver our schedules with respect to actors being available. The only actor who told me I am available whenever you call me is Mohanlal sir.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else had, even Karthikeya had his 10th standard board exams that I had to adjust my shoot accordingly. Yeah,
Okay.
so everyone else had, of course, it's understandable. So that was the biggest challenge. In terms of number of shooting days, we shot the film only for 143 days. And unfortunately,
143, what a number.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it went on to 143 days because we lost a lot of time to weather. So there were so many days when we could only take one shot, or we didn't take any shots, you know. We ran into the Gujarat floods and the rains happened while we were shooting there. When we were shooting in Ladakh also, we lost 2 days to snowfall and rain. Same with the US, the complete New Jersey shoot got washed out because of rains. So we had kept running into very bad weather.
Okay.
Other than that, the shoot was actually quite simple because we had set up the shoot really well. I am a believer that the easiest part of making a film should be the shooting, you know, and that's how I do all my films. Because once I come on set, then there is no discussion, nothing. We only work. Because everyone on my set will know what to do before they land up on set. Because I am a firm believer. People think when you talk to someone about what is most expensive in cinema, maybe somebody will tell you, I'm using a very expensive camera, or today we have 6 generators. None of that is what is expensive in cinema. The most expensive commodity in cinema is time. And you know, the only way you can control the budget of a film is by utilizing time judiciously. We are living in an age and time where I can't tomorrow decide, okay, let me reduce the budget of my film a bit, so I'll shoot on a cheaper camera. I can't do that, you know. How do I maximize time utilization is the biggest challenge for every filmmaker.
Yeah.
If you want to try and maximize your output. So if you want, like Sir said, every rupee that we have spent for this film, I believe is shown on screen. And that is because my entire crew and cast were very aware of the fact that morning 7:30 a.m. or 7 a.m. we land on location, then we start work, and till pack up we are trying to make use of every second.
Okay.
Yeah.
అండ్ మీకుండేటువంటి కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ చూస్తే చాలా గొప్పగా అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇద్దరు కూడా ఇప్పటివరకు ఒక రూపాయి తీసుకోలేదు సినిమా నుంచి. సినిమా రిలీజ్ అయిన తర్వాత యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ద రెమ్యూనరేషన్స్ అని విన్నాము.
See, I have to tell you something that, you know, as a business proposition or as a on a feasibility study perspective, this is not a project that makes sense to anyone. Not to Lal sir, not to me, not to our producers. Because nothing like this has been attempted before. Okay, today we are sitting here and saying, oh wow, the most number of tickets booked in 24 hours in the history of Indian cinema. And today we are sitting and saying, but when we set out to make this film in 2022, we weren't aware all this will happen.
Correct.
We didn't know, we weren't expecting this. Then why did it happen? Because a group of people staunchly believed that we will get together and we will try something that has never been tried before. And full credit to Sir more than anyone else for that. Because it is Sir who gave us the confidence. When I say us, Anthony Perumbur, my producer, and me, it is Sir who gave us the confidence and said, we will go all out and we will make a benchmark. We have tried. We don't know if we have succeeded. We will on the 27th.
You all are half succeeded because the bookings have already been done, and that shows that the trailer itself has impacted.
Yeah.
అంటే ఆ ట్రైలర్ మీరు పెట్టినటువంటి ఆ 3 నిమిషాల ట్రైలర్ని జనాలు చూసి అంతగా లైక్ చేశారు కాబట్టి ఈ టికెట్ సేల్స్ ఇంత అద్భుతంగా అయ్యాయి. అది కూడా కేవలం ఏదో కేరళలో మాత్రమే కాదు, మీరు ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఓపెన్ చేశారో అన్ని చోట్ల అవ్వడం అనేది మామూలు విషయం కాదు. సో హార్టీ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు యూ ఆల్ ఫర్ దాట్.
Thank you so much.
And now we are going to ask you a few three things.
A few three things?
Okay. A few three things. Mohanlal గారితో మొదలు పెట్టేద్దాము. 3 things to impress your wife.
Now it's Empuraan.
Okay.
Why should I impress? That you cannot impress a person.
You can't impress a wife.
Knowingly, you cannot impress a person.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, but because the other person will have the brain to catch it.
Catch it. Okay. Prithvi garu
So,
meer cheppandi.
impress wife. My God.
Ayyo. Sir.
Maybe tomorrow evening he'll
because,
cook for Suchi.
Yeah, I'll find out. Normally, normally wives, they won't get impressed whatever
Okay.
you do.
Correct.
Okay.
So that is called nothing. 3 things. So many things we will do to impress, and nothing is working out so far.
Okay. Nothing hasn't worked out so far is not the truth, because it's been such a long journey that you all have traveled together. So you don't need to impress her anymore.
Correct. That's
పృథ్వీ
the
గారు, మీరు ఎందుకంటే నేను ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో విన్నాను దట్ మీరు డైరెక్షన్ చేస్తున్నారంటే వాళ్ళకి కొంచెం అన్ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని, బికాజ్ యూ కాంట్ స్పెండ్ మచ్ టైమ్
Yeah, because my wife and daughter do not enjoy me directing at all.
ఓకే
Because I spend a lot of time away from home. Currently, as of today, for me it is very impressive, very easy to impress my wife. I just need to turn up at home.
Okay.
Because that will be very shocking for her. Yeah.
సో 3 things to hide from your wife.
My God, this is something else you are going.
Any one thing also is okay, sir.
See, to be very frank, I don't hide because I don't know how to say a lie.
Okay.
Or of course sometimes we do, but definitely if I do something, it will be
Known. తెలిసిపోతుంది.
yeah. So I cannot hide anything from my wife.
ఓకే.
Not possible.
పృథ్వీ గారు?
There's nothing that my wife does not know.
Okay. Because she's already very actively involved in production.
No, it's not about production and all, is what simple.
Yeah, and at home, everywhere. She's there everywhere.
She knows there's nothing that she does not know.
Okay. Okay, 3 things a director might say to actors.
A director might, 3 things a
3
director
things.
might.
Any 3 things.
Could be anything. I mean, like,
Action.
yeah, action cut one
Start,
more.
yeah.
3 movies on politics which are your favorites.
I can say Lucifer,
Yes.
Empuraan, and something called Nada. So many films.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Or like even Raja Abinda Magan or Bhumile Raja Kanmar. It's all my films. Varta. So many films are there.
Okay. తెలుగు ఫుడ్స్లో మీకు ఇష్టమైనటువంటి ఫుడ్ ఏదైనా ఉందా?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the name, yeah.
Gutti vankai kura.
Prabhas, what is that thing that your cook makes?
పులావ్,
No,
భీమవరం,
it's a mutton thing.
మటన్,
Ah.
గోంగూర మటన్.
No, Gongra mutton we know, but
వాట్ ప్రభాస్ మేక్స్? ఇప్పుడు కనుక్కోండి
I
మీరు
don't
అందరూ
know. I don't
కలిసి.
know the name of the dish also.
Okay.
I'll ask him.
సో ప్రభాస్ వాళ్ళ ఇంటి నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి మటన్ కూర బాగా ఇష్టం అంట. మోహన్లాల్ గారు మీకు తెలుగు
I
వంటకాల్లో?
love all the food, but I love pesaret.
పెసరట్టు.
Yeah.
ఓకే. సో
And chapla pulse.
చేపల
chapla
పులుసు,
pulsu.
నెల్లూరు చేపల పులుసు.
I also like that, yeah.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు మంజు వారియర్ గారిని కూడా మనం ఒక లూసిఫర్ 1లో చూసాము. ఇందులో మనం ఇంకా ఎలా చూడబోతున్నాము ఆవిడ? లైక్ హౌ పవర్ఫుల్ ఇస్ షీ గోయింగ్ టు బీ?
So every character that will exist across the 3 films of the franchise will have an arc that travels from part 1 to the end of part 3. Manju has a significant travel within her character arc in part 2.
ఓకే.
Whereas Lal Sir's character, if you need to actually discover the entire arc of his character, you will have to wait till end of part 3.
ఓకే.
So yeah, so Manju has quite a significant role in this part of the franchise.
మీరు ఒక పోస్టర్ రిలీజ్ చేశారు. అందులో వెనక నుంచి చూస్తే ఫహద్ గారు లాగా ఉన్నారు, కానీ ఇంకా ఏం అనౌన్స్ చేయలేదు. ఇది ఫహద్ గారేనా కాదా అని ఒక డౌట్ తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్కి కూడా. పుష్పలో బాగా చూసి ఉన్నారు కదా ఆయన్ని, ఏమంటారు?
Because it is not Fahad.
ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫహద్.
No.
ఓ, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫహద్. సో అదైతే ఒక క్లారిటీ వచ్చేసింది. ఇట్ ఇస్
If it is Fahad, why should I ask him to turn that side again?
వి థాట్ మేబీ ఇట్స్ అ సీక్రెట్. ఓకే. సో అది ఫహద్ గారు కాదు. సో స్టీఫెన్ నెడుంపల్లిని చూసాం మేము పార్ట్ 1లో ఎక్కువగా. ఇదంతా ఖురేషీ గారి స్టోరీనే ఎక్కువ నడుస్తుందా మనకి?
Well, I mean, at the end of part 1, you realize that Stephen Nedumpally also has another identity.
ఓకే.
And now that we have put that identity out there, we can't. It's as a filmmaker, it's now up to me to show the people the world of that person. You know.
ఓకే.
So this film very much explores and takes you inside the world of Qureshi Abram. But then it is also the plot and the narrative is also very closely knit with what happens in India and in Kerala.
ఓకే. గాడ్ ఫాదర్ సినిమా రిలీజ్ అయింది తెలుగులో, లూసిఫర్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని వచ్చినటువంటి సినిమా. అదేమైనా మీరు చూసారా? చిరంజీవి గారి మూవీ.
Ah,
డిడ్ యూ వాచ్ ద ఫిల్మ్?
yeah.
ఓకే.
But they have changed the story a little
Yes,
bit. And
yes.
differently. It's a lot of films, so many films of mine. But I don't think they can make a second part because of some couple of characters are not there in that first movie. Some character shift has happened.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మహేష్ బాబు గారి సినిమాకి సంబంధించి కూడా, అంటే మన రాజమౌళి గారి సినిమాల్లో మీరు ఉన్నారని ఏవో కొన్ని లీక్స్ అయ్యాయి. ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు త్రో లైట్ ఆన్ ఇట్?
No.
నథింగ్. మేమే కనుక్కోవాలన్నమాట. ఓకే. సలార్ 2 షూటింగ్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందో చెప్పండి.
So Prashant has to finish Tarak's film.
Okay.
And obviously I have to finish my commitments. And post that we will, Prabhas of course has to finish Spirit and all that. So post that we will get together and do Salar 2. But it's happening.
గివెన్ అన్ ఆప్షన్, మీరు తెలుగులో కూడా సినిమాలు డైరెక్ట్ చేసేటువంటి అవకాశం ఉందా?
I've been offered the opportunity to direct films in Telugu multiple times.
ఓకే
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
రజనీకాంత్ గారితో ఒక ట్వీట్ బయటకు వచ్చింది, లైక్ మీరు పెట్టినటువంటి ట్వీట్. ఆయన చూసిన తర్వాత ఏదో అన్నారు, అది విని మీరు చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అయ్యారు అని. ఆయన ఏమన్నారు? వాట్ డిడ్ హీ సే?
That I'll just keep to myself personally. But this is something that I wanted to do because actually, like, I also had the opportunity to make a film with Rajni sir a couple of years back, but I couldn't back then come up with a subject that I was confident enough to go and narrate to him.
Okay.
So that time, Soundarya was actually trying to set up the project with me, and this time when I just finished my post-production, I was in Chennai and I called Soundarya and I said, listen, I've just sort of completely taken the final mix of my trailer out of the lab, and no, I hadn't even shown it to Mohanlal sir. The first person, I mean literally the first person outside the actual team of the film who made the film and the trailer to see the trailer was Rajni sir.
Wow.
Yeah, so I called Soundarya and she talked to Rajni sir, and I went home. He saw the trailer and he asked me to play it again. He saw it again and then he hugged me and he spoke to me for a long time. Then he said, call Lal, and he spoke to Lal sir also from there. Yeah.
ఓకే. సో మోహన్ లాల్ గారితో ఇప్పుడు మీరు 3 సినిమాలు వరుసగా చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చేసారు డైరెక్షన్. అదర్ దెన్ మోహన్ లాల్ గారు నెక్స్ట్ మీరు ఎవరిని డైరెక్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు?
To be very frank, even with my first film, I did not start off thinking I want to direct Mohanlal sir.
Okay.
It was just a subject that my writer pitched to me and which he had always envisioned with Mohanlal sir in the lead.
ఓకే.
And then I don't know, maybe because I'm such a big fan of Mohanlal sir, maybe every time I start thinking of a film, maybe as a filmmaker I gravitate towards Mohanlal sir. So I don't know what is the next. I mean, of course, we have the third part of this film, which obviously will star Mohanlal sir. But yeah, for the third part to happen, part 2 will have to be a massive success. So let's see.
ఐఎమ్ ష్యూర్ ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి అ మ్యాసివ్ సక్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మధ్యలో ఒక బ్రోడాడీ అనే సినిమాని చేశారు, కొంచెం ఒక రొమాంటిక్ కామెడీని అందించారు. మళ్ళీ ఈ లూసిఫర్ 3 కన్నా ముందు ఇంకొక సినిమా తీస్తారా, లేకపోతే డైరెక్ట్ యూ విల్ బి జంపింగ్ ఇన్ టు?
Maybe we'll just decide to have fun and do another film before it. I don't know.
ఓకే. అంటే అప్పుడైతే కోవిడ్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఆ టైంలో వేరే చేయడానికి లేక మీరు బ్రోడాడీ అనేటువంటి సినిమాని చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు అలాంటి అవకాశాలు ఏం లేవు. బట్ జస్ట్ ఫర్ అ గ్యాప్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ అనదర్ కామికల్ ఫిల్మ్. maybe
it'll be good for us to also get away from, as a filmmaker, actually Brodaddy I think was a very big challenge and also relief for me because it sort of completely broke my mold that I had in Lucifer. So before I came to Lucifer 2, I had done something so different as a filmmaker that when I came to Lucifer 2, it was again like a fresh process for me. So that is good to have. So let's see.
ఓకే. అండ్ ఫైనలీ అబౌట్ ద డిఓపి సుజిత్ వాసుదేవన్ గారి గురించి మీరు ఏదైనా చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారా? హీస్ బీన్ ట్రావెలింగ్ విత్ యూ ఆల్.
We watched the film, he has done a great job. Like even in Lucifer, definitely he has created some magic. Camera is the main factor of a film.
Yeah.
And to do that, and he was very keen that he should work with him because they have got a very good sync, and he knows about what he wants, about the lensing, about the time, the quality. So he has created a magic in this film.
కార్తిక్.
And the music,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
He can talk about music.
Sujit actually has done the most number of films with me as an actor. My acting career,
Okay.
I think Sujit Vasudev shot most number of films with me. And I've always had a great rapport with him. And I think back in 2011 or 12, I'm not really sure the year, we were shooting a film in Malayalam. And I just randomly told him, listen, someday I'll direct a film and you'll be my DOP. And that time there was no plan for me to direct or anything. And between that and Lucifer happening, we had already worked in another, I think, 10-12 films as cinematographer and actor.
Okay.
So we share a great rapport, and I think Sujit is, my DOP has got, he's not somebody who's like he's not somebody who's learned cinematography from a book or a course or a college. It's just on the ground experience for him. And there is a quality that comes with people like that. Sujit started off almost like a unit boy, then was a light assistant, then a camera assistant, then used to assist cinematographers, then was a unit chief. It's come up like that.
Yeah.
So there's a quality to people who have actually gained experience like that, which Sujit has. And also his aesthetics are very international.
Okay.
His preference of color palettes and how he treats contrast ratios and all are very international. And I'm very, very confident that Sujit Vasudev can pull off a truly international looking film So I had no doubts in my mind that I wanted Sujit to shoot this film. Deepak Dev, my music director, all three of my films, Deepak is done. So Deepak is actually more known for broad-addy kind of cinema.
Yeah.
Deepak is not somebody whose name is constantly discussed when you're talking about mass commercial cinema. But having worked with him for so long, he's done a lot of films with me as an actor again. I always spotted that spark in Deepak. That I always thought he could actually pull off a massy film in a very international, classy kind of a way.
Okay.
And actually, to be very frank, this is the first film where Deepak and I, as a director and music director, had the liberty to go all out because of the scale and the budget. So we actually constructed a score for the film, for this 3-hour-long film. And then we took it to London and got the Macedonian Orchestra to record it for us in the Abbey Road Hall. So I truly believe it is Deepak's best work, and the film has a truly international sounding score.
సూపర్. మోహన్ లాల్ గారు, మీరు మీ ఎనర్జీని ఎలాగా, అసలు ఈ ఎనర్జీని ఎలా మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నారే దాని గురించి ఏమైనా టిప్స్ ఇస్తారా మాకు? హౌ డస్ దిస్ ఎనర్జీ కంటిన్యూ? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ మంత్రా ఇన్ లైఫ్?
You have got ample energy. Why should I tell you? I should learn from you.
Like?
See, you should be very true and relaxed, and no kind of commitments, unnecessary thought process. Don't carry sacks of emotions on your shoulder. Be a free bird. Just drift with the flow, and be very, what you can call very. Be a human. That's
This is exactly how he is actually.
ఓకే.
I've said this to many people. What he now described is his personality.
ఓకే. కార్తిక్, కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. అంటే సల్లార్లో మొదలైనటువంటి నీ జర్నీ ఇట్లా కంటిన్యూ అయిపోతుంది అనుకున్నావా నువ్వు L2 ఎంబురాన్కి?
అస్సలు ఎక్స్పెక్టే చేయలేదు అక్క. అంటే సలార్ రావడమే ఒక మైల్ స్టోన్, ఒక చాలా గ్రేట్ థింగ్. అండ్ దాంట్లోనూ షూట్ ప్రోగ్రెస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడే యాక్చువల్గా కాల్ వచ్చింది సలార్ టీం నుంచి, ఇట్లా పృథ్వీ సార్ గారి నెక్స్ట్ ఫిల్మ్కి నీ ప్రొఫైల్ అడుగుతున్నారు, ఒకసారి పంపించండి. నేను ఇంకా పృథ్వీ సార్ హీరోగా ఉన్న ఫిలిం ఏమో అనుకున్నాను, కానీ నేను అసలు లూసిఫర్ దాని పార్ట్ 2కి అనుకుంటున్నారని అస్సలు అనుకోలేదు.
ఓకే.
సో అలా జరుగుతుంది అక్క. చాలా
ఈ లెగసీ ఇలాగే కంటిన్యూ అవ్వాలని కోరుకుందాం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
కాకపోతే నువ్వు కూడా పెద్దోడి అయిపోతావు కాబట్టి నువ్వు చిన్నోడి క్యారెక్టర్లు వేయడానికి ఉండదు ఇంకా. ఎనివే ఇది కంటిన్యూ అవ్వాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాము. అండ్ మరి వెళ్లే ముందు తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులకి మీరు ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు? వాట్ డూ యూ వాంట్ టు సే టు ద తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్?
Film is for the audience of India. We made a film pan-Indian. They call it pan-Indian. There's a name. Nothing. Just watch the film, bless us. Then only we can come out with better films.
ఎస్. ఇప్పటి వరకు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఓటీటీలో మలయాళం సినిమాలని చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పటి నుంచి డైరెక్ట్గా మనకి తెలుగులోనే ఈ సినిమాల్ని రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి తప్పకుండా చూసి ఆదరిద్దాము. మార్చ్ 27న థియేటర్స్లో రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. పృథ్వీ గారు, ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు యాడ్?
Yeah, as an industry, this is a very aspirational film for us, for the whole of Malayalam industry. I know it's a little unbecoming of me to be saying that about a film that I have directed myself, but I'm now objectively looking at this. What we are trying to do with this film, if we do manage to do it, it really does start a lot of new things and opens a lot of new doors for Malayalam cinema, and also for the entire movement of cinema becoming national. You know? So we have tried our best. We have put in our absolute best efforts to give you what we believe is a truly, top of the line commercial entertainer. I really hope you go to theaters on the 27th onwards and you watch the film and you really, really enjoy it. Once again, I'm going to repeat this. For my Telugu speaking friends, I would really prefer you watch the Telugu version of Empuraan.
తెలుగులో ఒక లైన్ ఏమైనా చెప్తారేంటి? మీరు తెలుగులో మీరు వెళ్ళి ఈ సినిమాని చూడండి.
మీరు వెళ్ళి ఈ సినిమాని చూడండి.
దట్స్ ఇట్. యూ హెవెంట్ ఎవర్ డబ్డ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు?
All my films I have dubbed myself.
Yeah. So you know Telugu. మీకు వచ్చు కాబట్టి మీరు ఈజీగానే
Even
చెప్పేసేయగలుగుతారు.
Goat Life I dubbed for myself.
Yeah.
Salar I dubbed for myself. All 5 languages I dubbed for myself.
I didn't meet you at the time of Goat Life, but what an extraordinary performance.
Thank you so
It was
much.
shortlisted for the Oscars also.
Thank
so
you.
hearty congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And what kind of standards you brought to Indian cinema is really amazing. అలాంటి సినిమాల్ని ఎప్పుడో మన నూటికో కోటికో ఒకటి చూస్తూ ఉంటాము. అలాంటి సినిమాలు చరిత్రలో మిగిలిపోతాయి. అంత అద్భుతమైన సినిమాల్ని అందించినందుకు మీకు శుభాకాంక్షలు. శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజెప్తూ ఉన్నాము. అండ్ అలాగే మోహన్ లాల్ గారు మరొకసారి చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. వీ విల్ చెరిష్ దిస్ త్రూ అవుట్ అండ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు వాచ్ ఆన్ March 27th ద మూవీ. కార్తిక్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ కార్తిక్. నిన్ను కూడా చూస్తాము. ఐ థింక్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సీ యువర్ గ్రోత్ ఇన్ ఫిల్మ్స్. ఒక్కొక్క మూవీలోనూ ఒక్కొక్క స్టేజెస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ లైఫ్ని మేము చూస్తూ ఉన్నాము. లాల్ గారు, మీరు వెళ్లే ముందు ఏమైనా తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్కి ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు సే టు?
Big thanks. Thank you so much for accepting our film. Already they accepted our film. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.